Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Ramon at Home. I'm so excited you guys are here today because I'm sharing with you a full series that I called Must See High-End Full DIYs for your home decorating. I already show you how to decorate a wreath, a centerpiece, a little basket, and today we're gonna share with you how to decorate a beautiful lantern step by step. But before I go any further, let's take a look back at all of those projects. All right, everyone, so I just want to show you a close-up of this wreath and how it turned out. I am so in love with this ribbon, you guys. It's jam-packed with glitter and it goes so well with the lilies and the white pumpkins, and I just love the way they look, how they just fell into the wreath. And the pumpkin ribbon is so absolutely beautiful, and all of these burlap flowers, the roses and the mocha and the chocolate, and the last touch that we added was that magnolia with the gold tips, and it just screams fall. And I really do hope that you guys enjoyed it as much as I did and that you learned a few tricks. So be sure to leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think. All right, everyone, so this is what the end result looks like for the centerpiece. I just went ahead and added a few more tails of the ribbon, and I filled in with the hydrangea, and I think it looks so beautiful to match the wreath that we made. And I really do hope that you enjoyed it and that you learned a few things about how to make a full centerpiece step by step. All right, everyone, so I want to show you real quick what this cute little basket looks like on the door. I am so obsessed with this pumpkin and the ribbon. Look how beautiful it complements each other, and it looks perfect, these neutral colors on the door. I also added up on the top a matching ribbon to go on our door hanger, and I just love these beautiful flowers from Shonora Design Center. They are made out of burlap. Look how beautiful those hydrangeas are. They complement the lilies so perfectly, and they look so real, you guys. But I cannot wait to read your comments, so leave me a comment and let me know, what do you think? I've had so much fun sharing all of these fall DIYs with you, and today is not the exception. In today's video, I'm gonna share with you a fall lantern DIY that is super easy, striking, and it goes very well with all of the DIYs for fall that we've already done. So if you are interested, please stay tuned. Don't forget to like this video and share with your friends. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And if you already subscribed, don't forget to turn the notification bell on so you're notified about all of the fall DIYs coming your way. And the Christmas ones too. You will not want to miss those. All right, you guys, right now I'm gonna give you all of the materials you're gonna need for this beautiful fall lantern DIY. All right, everyone, the materials we're gonna use for this beautiful lantern for fall are going to be 2 stems of this eucalyptus foliage, as well as 2 of this beautiful maple. Look how gorgeous this is, you guys, with the green and the orange in it. So we're gonna use 2 and 2. I'm gonna use a white pumpkin and of course our inspiration ribbon that we'll be using throughout the video, which is going to be this beautiful pumpkin ribbon that you can find at Shonora Design Center. I'm gonna use this little cup to rise our pumpkin, some moss, and a zip tie for our bow for our lantern. And then for the florals, I'm gonna use just 1 of these beautiful fall lilies and 2 roses that are made out of this beautiful burlap material. There's some kind of starch, and of course our lantern. So I'm gonna clean up real ready, and I will be back to give you step number 1. Keep watching. Now that we know all of the materials we're going to need, it's time to get started. But before we do that, I want to invite you that if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you already subscribed, don't forget to turn the notification bell on because you will not want to miss any of the upcoming fall and Christmas DIYs. And also don't forget to give this video a thumbs up to let everybody know that you enjoy what you're watching. Are you guys ready? Let's get started. Okay, so step number 1 is super easy. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some of this dry foam into this mint julep cup. Then I'm gonna grab some of this green moss, and I wanted to do green just to have a pop of color. I have also gray moss, but I just thought the green would really make a pop to where gray, it would be a little bit more muted, and I feel like it's already muted enough with our ribbons and all of the items that we're gonna be using. So I just decided the green, and I want it to be a little wild like this, just so it looks like the pumpkin is sitting on a pit of moss. And then what I'm going to is I'm gonna grab my pumpkin and I'm gonna insert a skewer, and I'm gonna put it right here in the middle. These pumpkins are made out of styrofoam, and you wanna make sure that it's a little bit sideways like this or askew, so that way it really inserts beautifully into your foam. So then I'm gonna do is I'm gonna insert this guy. At this point, if you wanted to, you could add a little bit of glue. I'm not going to, because you guys know that I like to reuse my materials to share with you all of these ideas. So now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab my lantern and I'm going to open it up, making sure that I go to the front, and then I'm gonna insert, I'm gonna put this guy right here. I'm going to insert this pumpkin, and I just have to like get on my tippy toes because, well, I'm too short. So there you go. It is simple, it is very elegant. And so now that we have the inside of our pumpkin all done up, and make sure that it's latched in, that's what it looks like. So now I'm gonna work on the swag for the top. So let me get those materials ready. All right, you guys, so for the top of this particular lantern, I wanted to do something on these neutral colors. As you guys can see on the background, I really love me some fall colors, but I figured that for this year, we'd do something different. We've already done the traditional fall colors throughout the years here at Ramon at home, so I thought that I'd show you something different. However, if you are not into the earth tones and the natural tones, you can just go ahead and replicate these with the materials of your choice. I'm just trying to show you something a little bit more different, so that way we have more options when it comes down to our decorating. So let me just take all of these tags off of these flowers and things, because we're going to cut them. So here you go, we're gonna have two of these beautiful roses. Then I'm gonna have a lily, and I'm gonna put them right here to the side. And I'm gonna start with this guy right here. So I want it to kind of hang down, but I wanna fluff it up a little. What I like about this foliage is that, look, you can really fluff by pulling these guys right here. And I want it to look full, but not overpowering my lantern. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fluff this one too, but you know what? I think that this one is too big. So sorry if I cross over here. I think I'm gonna cut it short, and of course I'm gonna use the rest of it for another project that I will be showing you in a second. So don't be afraid to cut your stems, you guys, because you already paid for it. And guess what? Sometimes you get more use out of them if you cut them than if you try to keep them all whole. And my goodness, this one is a good quality one because it's hard to cut. All right, so now I'm gonna put this one over here to the side. I'm gonna actually pitch it for now. And I think for this particular one also, I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut a little bit of it. Yeah, I think that's good. If I need to cut a little bit more, then I'll do that. But the reason I wanted to do that is because I want this larger one to be my base, right? And remember, where you grab right here, that's your core, and you never let go of that, because everything needs to radiate from that. So we're gonna layer two of these right here, like so, and then I'm going to come back, and right here at the core, I need to put the other one. So basically, I want it to be longer on the bottom and a little bit shorter on the top, staggering it like this. And then also I'm gonna add this one right here. So as you can see, it is way longer and fuller on the bottom than it is on the top, and you can always fluff this when we add our bow. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna add this beautiful lily, and I'm gonna add her right here. And then also this beautiful rose. I am obsessed with these roses. They are made out of burlap. Aren't they just adorable? And then I'm gonna add this other rose, but I'm gonna add it coming down like this. So I'm gonna put her right here. Okay, so now that we have everything right here at our core, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab my zip tie, and I'm gonna zip tie all of this together. So it's basically a bouquet of flowers, making sure that our zip tie is facing the right way. All right, oh, sometimes it's so hard to work just one hand, but we'll make do. Thumbs up if you guys are enjoying these videos. I'm having so much fun sharing brand new fall decorations, ideas, and decorating ideas for your home this fall. I'm super excited, and I really hope that you are as well. All right, so now that we have all of this, what I wanna do is I wanna cut some of these stems because they're way too long. So I'm gonna cut that one. We're gonna cut this one and this one. Also, you don't want them to be on the way of your, there you go. Now it's a little bit airier. So I'm gonna put this to the side for now, and what I'm going to do next is I'm going to make a beautiful bow. And I, for that, want, you know, this ribbon, I'm gonna tell you something. Sometimes this ribbon looks so pretty on the spool, but they are upside down. Because if I was to start to make a bow like this, then my pumpkins are upside down. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna drop it on the floor, and I'm gonna go all the way You know it's gonna be a little bit of work, but since we're gonna be using the whole bolt, then it's better if you do this. You know, also put that on the floor. So now our pumpkins are going to be the right way. I don't know why they always do that, but sometimes it's just hard when you're working. All right, so I'm gonna leave a tail about per 8 inches, and I'm gonna pinch right here. And I want a really pretty bow, so I'm gonna make a center loop. And if you guys have not seen my video where I show you how to make bows, 3 styles of bows, if you are a little bow challenge like how I was at the beginning, that's why I put out that video. I'm gonna link it down below, and so you guys can check it out. So basically you just pinch and then you spin. The secret here is on the spinning, because you wanna make sure that all of that pretty stuff is showing and all of your pumpkins are showing. You know what, I'm gonna do a six loop bow, and the middle one I'm gonna make it a little bit longer. But for that, what you need to do is you need to make sure that you separate these two. That way when you insert the next, you put it right here in the middle. And as you guys can see, look how pretty that turned out. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a wire, and I usually like to have my wire taped, but because I wasn't prepared, I'm just gonna use it like this, but I usually like to tape it because it is way easier and it doesn't hurt your fingers when you pull on it. So I really do recommend to tape your wires. Okay, so I'm gonna pull really tight, and then I'm going to spin right here, like that. So now that I did that, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna cut this ribbon over here. And so now what I wanna do is I wanna add this ribbon bow to my swag over here. And look how pretty and neutral this is, you guys. I just love these neutral colors for fall. I think it's something different, and I just love it. All right, so now I'm gonna spin it twice on the back, and with the same wires that I have, I'm gonna grab my lantern, I'm gonna spin around right here, and I'm gonna bring my lantern over here to the center. 1 second. Actually, yeah, let me do that real quick. So I'm gonna spin really tight right here, and we'll fluff in a second. I just wanna make sure that it's tight and secure right here on the back. So now what I want you to do is you're gonna squish this down like this and gonna arch it a little bit. Now I'm gonna spin it to me so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, that's so pretty. But what I do need to do is grab this tail and I'm gonna push it down. I'm gonna weave it down through all of it. So it goes down like this on my bow, and the same with this one right here. And then what you also wanna do is like these flowers, you wanna make sure you bend them up like this so they show. Let me see. That is so pretty, you guys. Look how gorgeous it is. A neutral pumpkin design for a lantern. Don't forget to dovetail, you guys, because I have been reading your comments and I've been called out so many times now for a few reads that I did that I forgot to dovetail. And sometimes when you make so many of them, you do forget, but not this time. You guys are not gonna get me on this design. Look how gorgeous this is. So now we're going to fluff right here. Make sure that this flower also comes down like this. Oh my gosh, how absolutely beautiful is this? All right, so now I just want to give you a quick close-up of what this design turned out to be like. And I absolutely love the neutral colors. I think it is a perfect combination if you don't want to do the traditional colors, which are orange and reds. This is a really good alternative, and I just love this ribbon and the white pumpkin, you guys, sitting on this mint julep cup. It looks so elegant. I really do think that I love the colors, but if this is not your color scheme, remember you can always use the same idea and just change the colors. And later on we'll be doing some other designs with the traditional colors, but for now I think this absolutely gorgeous design was super easy, simple, and this can be perfect for an entryway table, perhaps an island, or even a side table. I love it, and I really hope that you do. I cannot wait to read your comments. I had so much fun sharing all of these neutral, beautiful fall DIYs that are very high-end looking with you guys to inspire you to create something beautiful for fall this year in your home. I'm so excited for what's coming next, and I cannot wait to share with you. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and share with a friend. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And if you already subscribed, don't forget to turn the notification bell on, because you will not want to miss what's coming next. Remember, right now and throughout the end of the Christmas season, we're doing brand new videos every Wednesday and Sunday. Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and Sundays at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I hope that you will be there to join us every week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Consider subscribing. You can watch more videos right now. Until next time. Bye.